I could have made that light, but it's okay. I'm in no rush. What's up, guys? It's your boy LEX Rider, and it's been a while since I made a video. Almost 3 months, which is very bad. I did post that my review of my bike a few days ago, and but it's been a while since I made a motor vlog, so trying to get back into it. Now, the thing I want to talk about is how do you get started how do you get started in motorcycling? It's not a complicated task. It's just it just requires a bit of dedication, some money, and definitely a whole lot of practice, seat time. So first things first, you establish that you wanted to buy a motorcycle. Whatever reason that you want to get one, you're dead set on getting one. So the first thing you need to do is take our BRC class, or beginner's riders course. I did it through Bartell's Harley Davidson. Most Harley Davidson dealerships, they offer the beginner's riders course, you know, just to not only get you started into motorcycling, but you know, to also introduce you to the Harley Davidson brand. It was easy for me to find a class through them than it would for me to go through the internet and look for different sites and trying to find a class that fits my schedule. So me personally, I would recommend going through a Harley Davidson dealership, but either way, you got to take a beginner's riders course regardless on how you get there. The second thing is to make sure you dedicate 3 days to just that course. The BRC is a 3-day course. It's usually on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending what works best for you. Now the course is about $258 as of, you know, now. This is the time of making this video, so just keep that in mind. Put a little money to the side and go ahead and do it. You'll have fun, you'll learn a lot. You won't learn any of the bad habits that you pick up during, like, watching a YouTube video. You know, there's a lot of YouTube videos telling people how to ride a motorcycle, but they don't tell you the bad habits that you may pick up along the way. So it's just good to have that professional instructor while you're learning the course. You don't learn any of the bad habits. You learn how to do the things the right way, and it's just, you learn the proper etiquette of riding without, you know, like I said, picking up any of the bad habits that you may pick up, you know, while you learn how to ride. Now, some people may tell you is that, oh, you don't do the BRC course, you just gotta go to the DMV, you take the written exam, and then you pass the rider's portion of it and you're good to go. And that may work for some people, but me personally, I would recommend you take the BRC course, because once you pass that, you don't have to take the riding portion of the riding test at the DMV. The only thing you need to take is the written portion of the DMV test, and if you pass that, you're good to go. Now, this is assuming that you pass the rider's course, and the instructor give you your certificate of completion. They're going to mail it to you with their signature on it. All right. Now that you established your license, you know, you passed the exam. Now I need to find out what bike works for you. Am I a sport bike rider? Am I gonna ride cruisers? Am I gonna ride like naked bikes, or dirt bike, or dual sport? Or find out what bike works for you. Now, like I said, you're a new rider. You shouldn't really be starting out on a 1000cc sport bike, for example. You know, I know some people that started out on 1,000cc bikes, and they have good throttle control, and they respect their machine. But there's going to be those times where, you know, something may scare you, and you may give it just a little bit too much gas, and then you pop that accidental wheelie, and that scares the crap out of you, and that can set you up for a bad day. So it's just pick a bike that you know that it's going to be, 1, easy to handle, 2, cheap to maintain, 3, maybe cheap to insure, and 4, a bike that you can afford. Some people, maybe they just want to ride scooters, and that's perfectly okay with that. I'm not shutting them off or anything, but you know, some people, they live really close to their jobs, and they see it's kind of pointless to drive their gas guzzling car to or from the work for such a short distance, and maybe they just want to get like a scooter. You know, they're good on gas, they're low displacement engines, they don't have a whole lot of horsepower, they're comfortable, they're almost maintenance free. Most of them don't have a transmission, so you just twist the throttle and go. And for a lot of people, that works out for them. Let's backtrack here. We talked about getting your license, figuring out what bike is right for you, also figuring out what kind of riding that you're going to be doing, making sure you can afford the maintenance, and also making sure how much would it cost to insure. Like I said earlier, get a quote. You know, stop by your local insurance agency and say, hey, how much would it cost me to insure this Harley Davidson Sportster 883? You know, just shop around a bit. Don't just get stuck on that one quote. You know, just like you did with your shopping around the bikes. You know, you wait for that good deal. You searched around for a little bit. You might have had to went a little bit further than what you wanted to. You know, as far as like traveling wise, like you may have to hop a couple of towns over to find a bike that fits your budget a little bit better. But you may have to do that when it comes to shopping for insurance, because different insurance rates. Oh, that was a big dude on a tiny bike. Or on a scooter rather. But you're just going to have to do a little bit of shopping around in areas that may be cheaper to find those rates than say where you live at. We're from kind of overcasty to nice and sunny outside, just like that. Oh, the wonderful bipolar California weather. But we all love it. It's one of the reasons why it's expensive to live here. I know this video may be a little bit long than what I intended, and probably longer than what your attention span would held, but it's really good to know what kind of, you know, what you're getting into when it comes to motorcycling. Sometimes it's just a good stress reliever. Like I'm out here just having fun, talking to you guys through a camera on YouTube, but you know, I'm still having fun here. You know, I'm not trying to drag any knees, and you know, not trying to take a corner at 80 miles an hour. I'm just riding along, just enjoying the ride. And that's another thing you need to do. You know, just enjoy the ride. You don't need to impress anybody. You don't need to do anything crazy. I mean, unless you're into like stunt driving or stunt riding and doing tricks on bikes, then hey, that's cool. That's your thing. But if you're just, you know, if you're just a rider, just enjoy the ride, man. I say that on all my videos. Just enjoy the ride. Life's too short to be worrying about stuff, man. I mean, sure, you can take risk, but take calculated risk. Only do things that, you know, okay. Only do something that you feel comfortable with, but at the same time, don't let it hold you back. I can tell you there are a lot of things in my life that I just got stuck in my comfort zone, and it stunted my growth a lot on some things, you know. And that's, you know, there comes a time where you just have to say, like, you know, just screw it and just come out of your shell, and you never know what could happen. You know, something even better than what you hoped for could happen, or maybe not. Maybe something bad could happen. I mean, hopefully not anything life-threatening, but, you know, just hopefully something you can, like, learn and bounce back from. You know what you want in life. Make sure you have your goals for your life, and turn those goals into objectives. You know, make sure you check them off your list, because people say it's like, oh, I want this, or I want to attain this, and then they never go out and do them. So that's the difference between a goal and objectives. Goals is something that you want, but objectives are things that you need to accomplish to get what you want. With that being said, hopefully this video would educate you and understand what you're getting into, and hopefully you'll enjoy this thing, because it's really fun. You just hop on here, you know, you don't have really an idea where you're going. You just ride, and you get to see different places, and like I said, meet new people, and it really is a wonderful thing that I'm glad, one, I was able to afford, and two, I was able to be a part of it. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm signing off. This is your boy LAX Rider 88. You guys ride safe, have fun, be vigilant, and just enjoy life. Enjoy the ride, man. Peace out.